Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Please share and share the page. Awesome interview tonight. Jred, the nephew. Yeah, man, come on in, share and share the page, man. We got a beautiful, beautiful interview tonight with Jred, the nephew, man. Atlanta, Georgia. Greenville, North Carolina, Hells. Should be exciting. Please share and share the page, man. We're trying to get it out there. Southern Soul Podcast, powered by Big Truck Entertainment. And I am Mr. Garment Sexy DJ Low. What's up, Chadwick Glover? How you doing, man? Share the page for me, brother. We are interviewing Jred, the nephew, tonight. I greatly appreciate y'all coming in. Yes, sir. He hails out of Greenville, North Carolina, man. Lives in Atlanta, Georgia. Some of his biggest hits is Loving You. What Your Mama Gave. Step Out. Too Young for Me. So tonight, I give you her. We'll Be All Right. Miss Grown and Sexy. The Good Old Time. Come On and Dance. Liquor House Vibe. I Will Do What He Want. Yeah, y'all know that one. Milk. Just to name a few. He done work with Tara, Miss Keys, Kim Wolf, Willie Hill, Theodis Huff, Theodis Inslee, Miss Shan herself. Ladies and gentlemen, without further introduce the great Jred, the nephew.
What's happening, up, everybody? What's happening?
Please share and share the page, man. We are in tonight with Jred, the nephew. Greenville, North Carolina owned, reside in Atlanta, Georgia these days. Thank you so much for taking the interview, my brother. I greatly appreciate it. Give the people a little bit about yourself before we get started, bro.
Well, like you said, DJ Low, I'm originally from Greenville, North Carolina. I live in Atlanta now. I've been in this Southern Soul game going on close to 13 years now. And just continuing to make, grown folk music. What else can I say?
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. You wear a lot of hats, man. You movie producer, you're actor, you're singer, you're songwriter. You're doing plays now. So we're gonna begin in the journey of your R&B roots. That was before you got with Uncut Records. Kind of walk us through that phase of you leaving high school to get the Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Oh man, boy, you know the story. You know the story, Lo. Yeah. So
I work at this thing, man. I work hard now.
I see, man. First of all, thank you for having me on your show too, man, because I always been wanting to get up here and hang out with you, man. So this is the pleasant experience for me. Getting to my journey out of high school over to Uncut Records in Virginia Beach. When I was in high school, I started working for a production company called No Exit Production. The title sounds kind of weird, No Exit, like you can't leave, but anyway, we ain't gonna go with that. So they were working on mainly hip hop, which I'm a hip hop producer as well. But I'm a singer. I mean, that's my main thing is singing. So I was producing more of the R&B, and when I was producing hip hop, I was producing more of a melodic type of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So then there was a bigger studio in our town called LB Studios. They had a group over there called Average Guys, and Average Guys were an R&B group, but they were in need of a lead singer, and they needed some more songs. So when they came over to my studio over at No Exit Studio, man, the catalog has always been extensive, man. So when they heard all those cuts, they were like, yo, man, we want you in the group. Matter of fact, we want you to be the lead singer. So I took that. I took on the challenge, man. Then we wound up getting us a manager named Freeze. And Freeze knew about a record label in Virginia Beach that was trying to get kicked off. They were looking for an R&B group. So he took us down there, and we met with the guys, and the rest was history, man. But that was a great experience because while I was there in Virginia Beach and we were working on the Average Guy album, we had the opportunity to work with Missy Elliott. We worked with Chad Hugo from the Neptunes. That's Pharrell's partner. For those of y'all that don't know who Chad Hugo is, he also produced Tonight's the Night on the Blackstreet album. He really produced the Rump Shaker as well. He also produced records for SWV, Rain Down on Me. He produced that, bad boy. So anyway, had a pleasure working with him. Missy Elliott, everybody knows who she is. Also, my man Big Bub from the group Today wound up doing a record with him. And he and we're still good friends now. So that's how I got to Virginia Beach, and everything was going smooth until we hit a bumpy road where some things took place and we had to retreat and go back to North Carolina, And from there, I just went solo and got into my own sound, got off into my own sound, my own thing, and was rocking in R&B. I mean, I'm talking about, I had a song that went to number 5 out of the top 50 songs for the year 2007 in the UK, a song called In Your Dreams. And in the UK, they called it Northern Soul, but we just call it Neo Soul, and hey, that happened. I don't even know how that happened, to be honest with you, because at that point, I was promoting a song I had called What's Up. And I don't know if y'all remember BET Uncut Late Night. Well, I had a late night video on BET Uncut, and I was pushing that song, spending money and everything. Those of you that's in the business, you know what I'm talking about. I was spending money, man. And I had a song to take off in the UK with no money being spent, no nothing. They just liked the tune. DJ started spinning it. Next thing you know, I'm charting, and they start liking a few other of my cuts too. So, but in that R&B world, it's easy to get discouraged because if you don't have the right budget for marketing,
oh yeah,
I don't care how hot your music is, it don't matter. You got to have that right budget. I mean, for real. So, and I didn't have the budget, so I started hanging out with my man Paul Andre. He was the PD program director over at 95.5 in Rocky Mount, North Carolina. I started hanging out with him, and I became his hype man. He was a DJ as well. I became his hype man. And so everywhere we would go, because in North Carolina, they call Southern Soul liquor house music. So everywhere we would go, we playing all these different sets, but people will always come up and say, hey, man, give me that liquor house. And I grew up on it, but at the same time, I didn't grow up on it. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was little.
You heard it, but you didn't hear it. I got it.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? So I started listening to it, and I'm like, well, dang, I can do this kind of music and put my own flavor to it. And it doesn't have it has a very long shelf life. I'm not gonna say shelf life. It has a very long. In other words, when you put a single out in Southern Soul and it's hot, it can last 15, 20 years. Like my man Theodis Ely, Stand Up In It. Everybody knows that song. That song's about 20 years old now. Yeah. And so that was my angle. I was like, listen, I'm going into the Southern Soul thing. I started really, really listening to the lyrics, really, really listening to the production and paying homage to those that paved the way. So I'm trying to keep their cadences and still have my own at the same time, but just showing respect to the genre itself. So when I came in the door in the Southern Soul, I didn't go too far to the left with my sound, but I went enough to the left for people to realize I had my own sound with what I was doing. And it worked. It worked, man. And I love, let me tell you something. Southern Soul, as I know it, man, is the most fun I've ever had making music, the most fun I've ever had performing. I love the audiences. Every audience I go to, man, people will tell you I'm one of the coolest Southern Soul artists because I hang around, I take pictures with the people. We sit down, have a drink together. You know what I'm saying? It's just love. You know what I mean? And you don't have that in R&B. In the R&B world, it's more of a, for the lack of a better term, people acting all stuck up and this and that. You know what I mean? And it's so political. But with this Southern Soul thing, just like when I met my man DJ Lowe, that's interviewing me now. When I met him, we just clicked. I mean, cool, very cool, suave dude. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And we've been holding it down ever since I met you, Lowe. We've been boys. We've been looking out for each other. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We got great business partnerships on certain things, man, and great relationship, man.
Exactly right, man. Please share the page, y'all. Thank y'all for coming in, man. We greatly appreciate it. Terry Sheehan, I see you. Miss Pam Tinsley, I see you. Francis Smith, I see you. Carl Jackson, thank y'all, man. We interviewing the great Jred, the nephew, tonight, man. Going across some of these hits, some of the TV shows and the movies that he doing. Let's get into these plays, man. You running the same play, or you doing a different play? And by you being in the Atlanta area, as you start peeking around Tyler Perry yet any?
Yeah, when we first got here to Atlanta, we wound up being on his TV show, The Have and the Have-Nots. And there was another one, I forgot the name of it, but we were just extras. So we got there, we on the set, and I'm nosy. I'm looking at the lighting, how they handling things with the camera. I'm taking in all of that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we can utilize some of that on our own at the same time. So we have rubbed elbows somewhat over there with Tyler Perry and some of his productions, but our main focus was to get Sham Redmond popping off, man. So before we actually moved before we actually moved here to Atlanta, we did four productions on four stage plays. One of them was called "You Love the Wrong Man." There's another one called "Out of the Mouth of Babes." There's another one called "If the Walls of the Church Could Talk," and the one that we're most known for, that we've traveled the most with, is called "If All Men Were Good, There Would Be No Bad Women." And
Right.
so, one thing about when you're doing stage plays, it's a lot of money that goes into the production. You got travel, hotel costs, and venue costs, and all that. And we're handling all that ourselves. So when you're doing a stage play, you're really depending on people to come out that night. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You don't want to hear, well, I was out of town, or the next time you come back, I'm coming. Man, all this money has been spent. It's got to be
Yes,
retrieved.
yes, baby. Yes,
You know what
Lord.
I'm saying? And
Yes,
so
Lord.
we got to the point where we've done the play here in Atlanta and the Atlanta Metro about 6 times since we've been here. And we've taken it on the road a couple places. But I was telling Sham, I was like, listen, I think the best move for us to do now, since you have all these streaming platforms, is let's shoot the play into a film and put it out there that way. That way, when people see the film and you get those numbers rocking, then when you come through with the stage play portion of it, it's a different ball game. You know what I mean? Basically, what Tyler Perry did, because Tyler Perry was known for the bootleg CDs, bootleg DVDs with Medea up there. So
Right.
everybody got the bootleg DVD, and they found out about Tyler Perry. So when Tyler Perry came to town, it was on and popping because everybody already knew who he was. So he just come through with either some of the plays that was on his DVD, or he would come through with a different play. But you knew who he was. He could sell his tickets at whatever price he wanted to sell them for, and people would come out. So, with this thing here, entertainment is a lot of, you can't be afraid to spend money on yourself and invest
Can't
in
be
yourself.
afraid.
How
Can't be
you want
afraid.
somebody else
Yeah.
to invest in you, and you want to invest into your own self?
Yeah, you can't be afraid to fail, bro. You ain't
You can't
lying.
be.
Every show I do, man, it's dragging some kind of way, but I got to keep pushing. And
Yeah,
I had tried to get that play here bad. Well, we tried together, we just couldn't get it. So
yeah,
hopefully we can reiterate that again for next year or the end of this year, cause and that play is really good. It's really
man.
good. I know when you brought it to Pensacola. Oh yeah, it was hot over there. So I was like, man, I got to get this to Mobile, and we don't get a lot of plays. Like we used to get a lot of plays, but we don't get them like we used to. So yeah, we got to come back to that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We'll put our heads together on it and make it happen. So
Yeah. So outside of your own work, the work you're doing with your wife, and that kudos to y'all, bro, because in this business it's hard to find somebody that understand this business like you and hubby moving and grooving together. That's a surplus part, positive in itself. Cause
thank
you
you,
know how this go. Either one got the dream, the other one don't understand, or one got the dream and the other one dragging it down. But y'all seem to be y'all always working hard together, man. So the kudos to both of y'all on that.
man.
So
Thank you.
she is still in the studio on the music side, or she just like I'm gonna let that simmer for a minute because I know she really trying hard to get that film and them plays off the ground. So where's she at right now on her side of the deal?
Well, I'm glad that you asked that, because last night here in Atlanta, we just had a very successful premiere of her miniseries called Seven. And so that's gonna be out starting Tuesday. We're gonna release an episode every Tuesday on social media, Facebook. Um, I think she said Facebook and TikTok, or one of them, but I know it's definitely
Okay.
gonna be on Facebook. So every Tuesday, it's called Seven, and so she's more into filming and writing film more so than dealing with music, because for her films have to have music and a score, and I handle that. So I handle the soundtrack for her films. I handle the score for her films. And so now, I'm looking for other artists for some of these songs for the film version of If All Men Were Good, There Would Be No Bad Women. And we're gonna start filming on that late August. We're gonna start filming on that. And Sham does all of her editing and everything, man. She edits the whole. She just bad, dog. She just Sham is just bad, man. She real bad, man. So as far as her singing, the last song that she sung on with me was called Slow Motion. That's her singing on the chorus, and she has a part that she sings at the bridge part. But as far as her being a solo artist, she's kind of backed away from that for now, and she's just heavily concentrating on film, whether it be a mini series or a feature film or a documentary. We have a couple of documentaries we're about to do as well, and we're just keeping it moving, man. Because let me tell you something: with all this technology out here and all these opportunities, with all these streaming platforms and all that, there's no excuse for anyone that wants to be in entertainment. There's no excuse for you not to have something out here, because your phone is a camera. You can edit. You can shoot with your phone and edit. I mean, you can do a film yourself. You just got to have you got to have the patience, and you got to have to want to do it, because it ain't gonna fall. Exactly. It ain't gonna fall in your lap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I tell everybody, man, that's a singer, DJ, promoter, hype man, radio is 5% talent, 95% hustle.
Bingo.
Yeah, bingo. You got to have some hustle. If you ain't got no hustle, brother, you getting in the wrong business. Real quick,
and you got to have some thick, you got to have some thick skin too, Doc. Because let me tell you something. Yes, everybody ain't gonna like your music. That doesn't mean that your music ain't hot. Look at how many times Jay-Z got turned down. Record label. All them record labels turned them down. Anita Baker got turned down, she said, by 11 record labels. Yeah. But then as soon as she came through with the Rapture album, it sold 7 million copies. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you got to have tough skin. If you know now, that's a thin line though, because you'll have people telling you at your church that you can really sing. Your mom and father and your uncles and aunts are telling you, you really got it going on, you can really sing. You got to hear that from some other people, because sometimes people give people the wrong impression about their actual ability, and you don't want to get out there and embarrass yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I had to put that out there.
It'll happen.
I had to put that out there.
It'll happen real quick.
Real quick, man, because Southern Soul, just like now, the way Southern Soul is moving now, it's going to get to the point now where you're going to have to be able to sing, because everybody and their mama got a Southern Soul song now. Every week, it's 30, 40, 50 new artists every week. And some of them are good. Some of them are good. Some of them are great. But a lot of them need a lot of work. So now
some of them garbage. Put a spade where a spade. Some of them garbage, man. Production garbage, the voice garbage. It's just the truth. They don't want to hear. You talking about telling them today, but you better be ready to fight. The first thing they gonna ask who you. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. So, if you don't produce, you ain't lying, man. And the other thing to the artist that's listening right now, man, learn the business, please. Please learn the business that you're gonna be in, because there's so much fake and false and untruth and bad advice out here coming from all angles, man. People don't even know what they're talking about when it comes to the music business, giving other people advice. Man, AI is your best friend. You can ask AI, listen, how does publishing work? how does points work? What is points? How many points should I ask for as a producer? But if I produce somebody's record, what's the difference? What's the difference between a producer and a beat maker? Because just because you made the beat don't mean you're the producer.
Yeah.
I mean, and
Yeah.
it's
You
so
know what?
much of that
You
out
see a
here.
lot. You see a lot of fight. See a lot of fights on online
Yeah,
nowadays about somebody that made the beat, the song that got hot, but now they in their office pissed off because they name ain't getting called. But like, dude, you made the beat, you the producer, that's your part.
that's
Nobody
your
don't need to
point.
be out screaming your name. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you did your part. Let
And
the
and
song
and
grow. But yeah,
and not
it's
only that,
crazy today, bro.
you can scream it your own self. If you produce the record and it's
Yeah,
one of the biggest records in Southern Soul, what's stopping you from screaming, "Hey, yo, I produced that. I'm the producer. I produced that, or I did the beat
yeah,
for that."
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I mean, there are
yeah.
platforms all over the place that you can let the world know on your own. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
that's neither here nor there. It's just learn the business itself, man. Learn it.
Yeah,
Because if you don't, just like now, you see the major record labels, they stepping in now. Because they seeing how many numbers is going on. They seeing all these people at these field parties and trail rides and concerts, and they saying to themselves, well, we don't know none of these artists, but when you look out there in that audience and you see 10, 15, 20, 30,000, 40,000 people, first thing they start thinking, well, that's money right there. So
yeah.
now,
So true.
they trying to they infiltrating Southern Soul. And if you don't understand business and you don't know what the business is, they will have you take down, or you mess around and sign to them. They'll have you take all your music down, and then they're gonna put all of the same music back up under their label. Now
Right.
they're in control of all that streaming money that you had coming to your house. I don't care if it won't but $1,000 a month. You know
Yeah,
that $1,000 a month was yours. You're
yeah,
not getting that no more.
yeah,
All that money now is gonna go to the record label, and they got up to 9 months to pay you one dime.
yeah.
And then that's if they have recouped the money that they spent on you. The money that they gonna give you a list of stuff that they spent money on when knowing that they didn't even spend that daggone money because they own the studios, they own the distribution companies, you know what I'm saying,
Right,
and so on and so forth. If they take you to the studio and have you stand in a condo, you thinking, okay,
right,
yeah, they got me nice. Yo, they gonna put down the condo is $700 a night. How
right.
you gonna know?
How you gonna know? Yeah, so true. But
Now
let me
you've
ask
been
you
there.
this: since we own that, even though the music game is extremely hard, um, do you feel like with all these new avenues coming into the Southern Soul world, people getting signed to majors, videos getting crisp and better, shows, outside shows getting bigger, trail ride taking off? Do you think at this point it's still better asset for the artist to stay independent, or they need to be trying to sign with these labels? Cause really, we'd have been independent and watched this thing to grow with millionaires being independent. It's a grind, but do you
Right.
think they need to get with the big truck and ride, or they just need to stay independent and still do the fish fries backyard what we've been doing?
Well,
Or we need to just get ready to let it grow?
with 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 me, I say stay independent because when you're independent, you're in control of everything. You're in control of you in control of your creativity in the studio. You're in control of your shows, your money, how much you charging people. Because see, I can even charge, you know, case in point, I had a lady call me today. She want me to do her 65th birthday party. She's in Maryland. So I know the difference between the different markets because in different markets, the household income is a lot higher than other markets. So if I'm going to Maryland and she's expecting me to say 10 grand, and I tell her, well, I'll do your birthday party, ma'am, for you for $5,000. She was just all, and I told her, she said she was 65 and she loved my music so much, and it would just make her day if I say I'm available that day and I can come through. I told her I'll come through for you $5,000 track. See what I'm saying? But see, the average artist will be like, well, hey, I know in that market I can charge 10, 15,000 and get it. But you're not sure you can pay, you can charge that and get it. So why not make a good friend at the same time? And then you might wind up getting repeat customers. You see what I'm saying?
Make good business.
But when you we mess around sign with a major record label and then you sign, first of all, when you sign with a major record label, half the publishing is gone already off the top. You're not gonna own your masters. And people saying, well, I mean, if I own my masters and it ain't making no money, I mean, it ain't no need for me to be worried about owning my masters. Well, it may not be no need to you at that point. But if somebody listens to one of your songs and say, hey, man, I want to use this song for a video game, they come talk to you. They don't come talking to the record label. The record label going to charge them out the yin-yang, and 9 out of 10 times they're going to say, never mind, and go get somebody else. Now you just lost a golden opportunity for your music to spread even further. So it's a two-edged sword. That's a two-edged sword. Me personally, unless a major record label is offering me at least double-digit millions, it ain't gonna happen with me. I'm just as serious as I can be. And the other thing is, what is your definition of making it? See, if you can do what you enjoy doing, and you're making just as much and more than somebody that goes to work every day of the daggone week. You know what I'm saying? They working Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 or 9 to 5, and they making, let's say they making $60,000 a year. And you out here doing shows, working in the studio, getting your publishing money, getting your streaming money, getting your money from what is it called? Come on, man, help me out. Anyway, all these different entities that pay you monthly for your music being out there, that's yours. No man, no middleman. And you enjoying life, and you using the gift that God gave you, because God said that I'm gonna give you these talents, and your talents will make a way for you. Dude, to me, that's making it. Now, you got some artists out here in Southern Soul that's getting close to $50,000 for one show. That's great, and I applaud that. But there's no way that I would sign to a major record label when I know I can go out here and make $45,000, $50,000 off a show. What I'm signing to a record label for, Lo? What am I signing to a label for?
Yeah, I do it myself.
I mean, especially when you know
they do it. So when you left, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'm good.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, man. When you
no,
know,
I'm just saying, they're not looking at the big picture, man. A lot of
them. And then a lot of them you're gonna have some years,
bro. They really not. They
yeah, man. And some
not
months
looking at the big picture. Yeah.
Some months gonna be the jump
Go
off.
Ahead.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Lo?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, what I'm saying is
I hear you. I hear you.
Okay. Some months gonna be the bomb, and some months ain't. Some years are gonna be the bomb, and some years ain't. So just because, let's say you made $200,000 last year off of everything, well, that don't mean spend $200,000. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got to spend but 30 to live, you still got 170,000. You know what I'm saying? So now you got enough money to live off of the next couple of years comfortably and still work on your craft. So when you come out with another project, boom, you got a hot project. Your fan base is happy because you ain't out here flip-flopping just because trail ride music done got hot. Now all of a sudden, everybody and their mama got on a cowboy hat and some boots and want to be a trail ride artist when they don't know not now thing in the world about a horse. Don't know difference between a nag and a stallion. They don't know, but they just jumping on the bandwagon. So what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen, Lo, when you jump on that bandwagon and that sound fade out? Are you not gonna fade out with it? That's
Yeah,
all, that's all I'm saying, man. Be yourself. Be
yeah.
true to
You gonna
yourself.
fade with it. You
Yeah,
gonna well
you're gonna fade
everybody
with
I
it, man.
have interviews on this season. Every yeah, everybody I interview say they say off the top they don't follow trends. They doing their own thing. So kudos to the ones that still bringing us the blues. Cause I'm thinking the last year and a half. If they ain't talking about no horse boot fans, it ain't moving, man.
Man. And, but see,
So yeah, kudos to them, bro. To stay in their line and keep doing what they love, bro. Cause I've seen a lot of them flip the raw just now. What I call them, they coming in now with the bling bling shirt, the hat. Like, hey, man, I don't recall you dressing like this, but okay,
thank you.
we gonna ride with it.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, man. And
Yeah, it ain't gonna fly down here where I live, bro. It ain't gonna fly.
it ain't gonna fly, man. It's see-through. It's just
Yeah,
like it's see-through.
no, it ain't gonna fly. It ain't gonna fly here, bro.
No. And the audience know.
Yeah,
The
it's
audience
crazy.
know, and the audience can tell whether you genuine or not. They can tell. The audience ain't stupid.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right, exactly.
You know.
Oh
So I
yeah,
mean, just
oh
just
yeah.
just be
It's
yourself.
gonna be
Be true to yourself, man. Be true to yourself. Because this, and I ain't got nothing against trail ride music. I love it. I love trail ride music. You know what I'm saying? But
me either.
Southern
I
Soul,
like it. I really do. I'm glad to see where line dancing went. To see where the line dancing went, man. Cause like I tell them all, man. 13 years ago, they called me all names in the book. That shit wasn't gonna last, and that's all he do. I was getting it, man. But shit, every DJ in this city got to play it now. It is what it is. I mean, but I still enjoy seeing the lines form if it's trail ride or line dancing. But shit, I ain't finna start dressing like Raw just now.
right, right,
I just
right,
gotta
right.
be low. I gotta do what low do. Yeah.
Absolutely. 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 You know what I'm saying? And see, like with me, I cater to the grown crowd. That's what I do. I cater to the 35 plus. That's who I cater to. Now, in most instances, once you get to that level right there, you ain't trying to be out there in the hot sun in the field line dancing and sweating like a dog. You ain't trying to do that. You want to be somewhere where you can dress nice. You still can get your two-step on, but you ain't got to be doing aerobics. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I cater to. Now I got music. My musicians played at a whole lot of trail rides, and they dance to it and get down to it. When they do the dance at the trail ride, they put more emphasis and accents on they stepping. But when the other crowd, when the older crowd does it, they just want to just be smooth. They ain't trying to sweat they daggone silk out. They ain't trying to sweat that out. They ain't trying to, you know, have no gators on and get mud and everything on no gators. They ain't trying to do that. So the whole thing is Southern Soul has so many different levels now, man.
Right.
And that's what I'm loving. You got this type of Southern Soul, that type of Southern Soul, that type of Southern Soul. You know what I'm saying? Because they're saying trail ride music is Southern Soul. But you and I know it is Southern Soul, but it's a certain kind of Southern Soul. Then you got blues. You got the more bluesy type of Southern soul. Then you got Southern soul that has a hip hop base to it. You know what I'm saying? So Southern soul is a gumbo, but it's so many different categories in it, and that's what I love. I really love that because it's making beat makers and producers got to be you got to be on your toes now. You got to be on your toes for real now, and it's separating the men from the boys. It really is.
Right.
Mm.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. So when you left Virginia Beach with the Neptune situation, did you move back to Greenville? And
Yeah,
how
yeah.
did
I
you
moved.
end up from? Yeah, how did you end up from uh Greenville to get full throttle? Cause I had read where you just was going to Atlanta like to do some visiting and do some footwork in Atlanta, and then you was like, nah, we finna move here. It's jumping down here. This is where I need to be. So how you ended up coming out of Virginia Beach, going back to Greenville, then making Atlanta your resident for a minute?
Man, listen. We had done the play so much in North Carolina, and for the lack of a better term, we just felt like we outgrew North Carolina, the area that we were in. We outgrew the area, man, because we were so far ahead of our time with what we were doing. You know what I'm saying? So we were like, listen, we just gonna have to move on down here to Atlanta. Let's move down to Atlanta. And because at that time, the majority of my shows was out your way. You know what I'm saying? The Gulf Coast, you know what I'm saying? And out that way. You know what I'm saying? So that automatically took 7 hours off for the ride. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shoot, I'm in the midway point basically in Atlanta. So I'm at the midway point as far as travel is concerned, and I'm doing my music. I told my wife, I said, listen, we got to get down here. And when we first moved down here, the goal was to try to get up with Tyler Perry and get down with him. But it didn't work out that way. It turned into now we got people coming to us. We got actors and actresses, man, and they doing a phenomenal job. Like I said, we just had a premiere last night out here in Atlanta for Sham's new series 7, and that was sold out. And I performed there as well. People's up line dancing, chilling, having a good time, man. It's a beautiful thing. But we got followers now. We got people out here in Atlanta following us. Matter of fact, Friday night, I was on a sold out comedy show. They had me as a special musical guest. That was Friday night over at the City Winery here in Atlanta. And the City Winery don't be having Southern Soul up in there. And there ain't been but like 3 Southern Soul artists that been in the City Winery performing, period. You know what I'm saying? And I'm one of them. So that's major. And the City Winery is a national chain. So to be able to be in those type of venues and now to have a following and a fan base here in Atlanta, man, it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing, man. Because you got this whole metro, millions of people, man, millions on top of millions of people. So and that's the other thing to all the artists that's listening. You ain't got to be. First of all, you ain't gonna be hot everywhere. I mean, you know,
True.
9 out of 10 times you're not gonna be hot everywhere. So find your market and feed your market, and it'll spread from there. But just hit and thither all over the place, I don't see how that works. You know what I'm saying? So, cause me, I've been coming down to Mobile for a minute, and people love me down in Mobile. They know my music. You know what I'm saying? And every time I go to Mobile, I'm like, I'm home, nigga. Oh, excuse my language, but I don't know if I can talk like that up here.
You're right.
But
You're right.
but
You're
every
right.
time I go to Mobile,
I
yeah, every time I go to Mobile, man, I'm home. I'm bruh. I got so many friends and family down there, man, bruh. I love Mobile. Period.
yeah,
So
we
find your
love you
market.
down here. We love you down here too, bro, for sure.
Man, I sure appreciate it, man. So just find your market, feed your market, and spread out from there, man. Because this world, this whole wide world is huge. Even if your market is in another country, you could take off in another whole country. Jokers, I be in the United States, ain't feeling your music at all. But another whole country will embrace you. Follow the leads on that then. You know what I'm saying? Because either way, it's money. And it's life-sustaining money, man. It's life-sustaining money. You know, and then stick to your craft and always work on taking it to another level. You're gonna be fine, man. Don't worry about everything else that's going on around you, because 1 minute it's this man turn, 1 minute it's that lady turn, the next minute it's that lady. Who's to say when your turn is coming? But when your time comes and you ain't ready, it's gonna pass you.
Oh yeah.
So you got to be ready.
It'll pass you quick. It'll pass you quick. Oh yeah.
Woo.
Oh, do you have any artists in the camp at this moment? I know you was working with Tara Keith. Are you working with any artists at this moment? And if not, who you looking forward doing a feature with at the time?
Well, right now I still have Shay Denise. I haven't done any records on her in a minute, so I still have her. Of course, I got Tara Keith. I got 2 records. I got to get over there to her for her to listen to them and see if she's gonna want to record these songs or not. And again, I'm looking for artists now for the soundtrack for the feature film for Sham's stage play that we're shooting into a film that if all men were good, there'd be no bad women. So I'm looking for artists for that as well. Someone that I would love to do a song with is Librato. Man, if Librato and I get together on a track together, I believe that would really be explosive. And something else that I want to do a couple of songs by the OJs and have 3 Southern soul artists that have those same traits in their voices to cut those records, man. I think that would be explosive. Because what we got to remember now is at our age, we know a lot of the old records and we know the new records at the same time too. But the new audience that's coming in, the 21, 22, 23-year-olds, they don't really know a lot of those classic, even the classic Southern soul records, man. I just performed at the City Winery, and one of the songs I did was Mel Waiter's "Hole in the Wall." Lady got on the phone, was filming, and when I came off the stage, she said, "Oh my God, I just told my girlfriend in California, and I went live so she could see it, and I told her, man, the guy that sang your favorite song is here singing it tonight." She thought I was Mel Waiters. I said, "No, ma'am. I'm just paying homage to Mel Waiters. I'm paying homage to him by singing his song, but that's not my song. You know what I'm saying?" So even so, and I said that to say this. I'm also looking at cutting some of those classic Southern soul and soul blues and blues records. I'm also looking at cutting some of those records myself. You know what I'm saying? The ones like a Mel Waiters, like a Tony Trapman. You know what I'm saying? My man, what's my man name? Reggie P. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm looking at cutting some of those records myself and put them out too, just to pay homage to those guys, man. Because if it wasn't for them, you know what I'm trying to say, man.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't be no us. Yeah, that's how I feel about a lot of the older DJs that still come to the shows, and I give them their homage, man. You got one artist on say, how do you submit how do you submit your songs? So I don't know if they looking for your email, the see about some music or whatnot. So you can drop that dime if you like.
Well, what I'm actually gonna do, I'm gonna produce every song on the soundtrack. I'm just looking for various different voices, so it ain't just always me singing the song in her film. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm looking for different voices to cut the records. You know what I'm saying? Right here in my studio. And then when we cut the record, of course, we'll do a split sheet or whatever the case may be, and you can still perform that record at your shows or whatever the case may be to help you get gigs and all this type of stuff at the same time. And plus, it'll be in the film. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm looking more. I'm looking to do more like you know how like Timberland produced every song on that what's the name of that series, that TV series that had not Power, but come on, man. You know what I'm trying to say.
You know, I watch TV.
With Taraji was in it.
Taraji P. Henson and
their whole family had a record label.
Yeah, I'm a documentary man when I do get to sit down. So yeah, I get you though. But so if you find an artist, are you looking for seasoned artists? Are you looking for up and coming artists? Are you looking for this would be like a 50-50 venture deal with them where they get a little bread and you get a little bread and you own the record? Or how would all that twist out?
Well, this is here's how this works. So when I'm producing the records and it's coming out of my studio, of course I'm gonna own the masters on that. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be pretty much a promotional situation because my production has spoken for itself. You know what I'm saying? And it still is speaking for myself. So it could be an upcoming artist, it could be a seasoned artist. It don't matter. We come in the studio, cut the record. Now, every time that film is being played, they hearing that person's voice. Every time that film is being played on Tubi or Netflix or wherever it is. You know what I'm saying? That's notoriety for everybody. Now, how you build upon that is on you. Because one thing I notice is a lot of times artists would do a song with another artist, right? But nobody wants to promote the daggone song. So let's say here I am, and let's just say I get Johnny Taylor since he passed. I'll say Johnny Taylor. I get Johnny Taylor on the song, right? Okay, I'm excited. I got Johnny Taylor on the song, but Johnny Taylor ain't helping. He's not gonna help push this song at all. You see what I'm saying? And I see a lot of that happening in Southern Soul. Jokers doing cameo, but not helping push the records. So like with me, with this situation, not only it's more than just a cameo, you're gonna sing the whole daggone song. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely looking for people that show enough can sing. And when you show enough can sing, that's what I'm looking for. Whether you're a new voice or seasoned voice, it don't matter. If you can show enough sing, I want you on this soundtrack. Now, when we put the soundtrack out and it starts generating that money, we're going to do a split on that money. So you're still going to get paid, but you're not going to get paid up front. You know what I'm saying? This is, okay, I want to be a part of this project. I'm coming down here to Atlanta. Because first of all, I'm going to demo the song and send the song to you so you can learn the song at your house. So then when you come down into the studio, it's not going to take 2 or 3 days for you to record this record because you already know how the record go. And now I can produce you in the studio if I feel like something is off with your vocals or your cadence or whatever the case may be. And those are the type of things that's like I was saying earlier, there's a difference between a producer and just a beat maker. There's a big difference. You could be a producer and don't make no music, but you got that ear and you know when something needs to change or something is missing, whether you pay somebody to come do it or you do it yourself. Now you got the finished product. The producer is the person that oversees the entire product, the entire project.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like Puff Daddy is a producer, but Puff Daddy don't make music.
Right. Exactly.
So how the hell is he a producer? Because he know what he's listening for, and if it ain't to his liking, he know how to get it right by hiring other people that's capable of doing it. But he oversees the project, he pays for it. Boom, he's a producer. They give him the budget. The record labels give him the budget to bring them back a finished product. That's a producer.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, and I hate when people say, Well, he made the beat, so he's my producer. How? He's a beat maker.
A beat maker. Yeah, it's a different. You got to learn that along this journey of what we do. Good afternoon. How you doing, David J? Thank you for coming in, man. We're interviewing the great Jred, the nephew, Atlanta, Georgia, on Greenville, North Carolina, hail from. So, Jay, go ahead.
Yeah, you go ahead. What's up, David J?
Yeah, David jumped in, man. David got a hot one right now, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he burning up down here right now, man. Kudos to him, bro. I tell you. So, how many movies you have on Tubi? I know you got one on there. I did watch that one. You got a contract with them, or y'all just flipping the songs and flipping the movies, and y'all kind of going in trying to get a production deal or a movie deal like that? Because I really don't know how all that go. So with the new movie y'all working on, would y'all be taking it back to Tubi? Or are you trying to get the Netflix, or which way you going with that?
Well, we just dropped the second movie on Tubi called A Stranger's Baby. That came out July 1st. So everybody that's listening, go to Tubi, type in Sham Redmond, and you'll see it pop up. A Stranger's Baby. That film is out of sight, out of this world, man. And it just got to Tubi July 1st. Now, with Tubi, we have a distributor. We use Homestead Distribution. That company is ran by Zane and Dame Dash. So you get your product finished, you send it to them. They decide whether they want to put it out or not. You know, it could be lacking. The sound quality could be bad, or the film quality could be off, or the storyline is just garbage. And they'll be like, "No, we're not going to deal with that." But so we right now we use Homestead Distribution, and it's not an exclusive situation. It's exclusive with that project for 1 year. After that, you know, you can go to wherever, and it's exclusive as far as territories. It's exclusive in the United States only. So if you want to go to Japan and deal with another distributor for the Japan market, you can with that same film. If you want to go to Europe or wherever, you know what I'm saying? And these are the type of things that a lot of people don't know. And artists, just like when artists sign with a major record label, or they just sign with a label, period, that label can put a different barcode on that music and have that music in other countries getting paid off your music, and you'll never know. You know what I'm saying? So these are the things that artists got to be careful about, because other people will be making so much money off of you and you don't know it. But when you independent and you organically grow, man, the money is so good and so nice. And then when you know how to treat your fans and be personable with your fans, man, because we ain't nothing without our fans coming to these shows and paying to come see you and putting on great shows. You know what I'm saying? Never do a lackadaisical show for people that paid money. You know what I mean? So those are the things. And just like David J, man, David J got so many records, man. Man, it's one record that Joker got that say, when I hit Alabama, how it go? He said something about when I was coming down 65, coming down 85, hit. The song is hot, and I'm like, why this song ain't took off? Because when you the first time you hear it, it's a banger.
It's a banger,
and that's what I'm loving about Jay. The Joker voice is very distinct. He has a very distinct voice. He got a distinct sound, and he's not flip-flopping. He's sticking to what he do. And people love you and respect you for that. And when they see that you sticking to who you are, you're gonna have loyal fans that's gonna be your fans forever in this Southern Soul market. That's one thing I can say about Southern Soul. The fans are loyal to you.
Oh yeah. It's a man, I can name off a list of artists that I feel like should have been at that high plateau, but for one reason or another, it's just like they get overlooked. It get frustrating sometimes, but man, David is one of them awesome artists, man. He been grinding for a while, and I believe Ooh We gonna be the one.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
we banging.
hey,
Woo.
that Ooh We banging, bro. God, Lee. I first heard, I called him. I was like, dude, put on your seatbelt, cause I think this finna be the one. Yeah, that Ooh Wee. So y'all please get off, man. Check that Ooh Wee out, man. Again, man, let me introduce y'all to the great Jred, the nephew, man. Jred hails out of Atlanta, Georgia. Born and raised out of Greenville, North Carolina, man. Jaden brought us some amazing hits. Too Young for Me, Step Out. If your man don't touch you, I
I
will. He
will.
don't know how to love you.
I will, baby.
That's the one. Now, since then we jumped that one off, what made you go in? Was you somewhere and seen a chick going through some, or you just was like this idea came in your head? What made you go in the studio and ride with that one, man?
Lo, let me tell you something, man. I don't know where it comes from. I can just put myself in any position in life and just write from all different angles, man. And it comes from me being very observant from all the different areas that I go to and the things I see myself go through and others go through. So I'm always trying to write music that people can relate to. And everybody can relate to that, because if your man won't touch you, I will. And if a woman say the same thing about her man, well, if she won't do you right, I will. You know what I'm saying? Does she do this for you? Does she do that for you? I will. You know what I mean? So that I will is just a all around saying from everybody. Well, I will if they won't. You know what I mean? So
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I just wanted to try to write something that everybody could relate to.
Okay. Let me pull some out that hair for a minute. Uh, that milk.
Mm.
Can I get that milk? Ooh, then that sweet from your body, baby. Can I
Oh,
get that milk? Now, I don't know. You must have had a candlelight thing going on when you jumped up and made that one. But walk. I mean, we gonna walk through the plateau, man. What made that milk like you had to say, babe? I'm finna go ahead and write one. I don't think you need to come in here tonight. I just let you hear when I get through with it. But what made you dive in that hard on that milk? And will it be a milk part two? Go ahead.
well, it's like this right here, man. That was me, you know, because I listen to all music, and when you're listening to the radio, especially when you're listening to R&B, they got so far out of hand with just being so straightforward with their lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like they would say stuff like "just pull your pants to the side" and this. I'm like, dude, there's more than a million ways to say that same thing where you could be more creative and allow people's imagination to kick in when they're listening to your lyrics. You know what I'm saying? So I was just being strategic, saying the same thing, but being strategic for this grown crowd audience that I cater to. Again, I'm catering to the grown folks. So I'm not going to just sit there and say, I'm going to pull your panties to the side and boom, 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 boom. I'm going to say it a different way. You know what I mean? It's come on, man. We grown. So I
Oh
just
yeah.
wanted to, I still want to be, because everybody loves sex. I mean, I know I do. But you know what I'm saying? But I still got to present it in a way to where if the grown people is riding in the car and they got their children in the car, it's not going to say anything straightforward. But the grown folk know what it's talking about. But the child will be like, they don't really know what I'm talking. They think I'm talking about
Man, some
some milk
milk.
out of the refrigerator.
Yeah, exactly. I see the fans on the live feed holler for you and David to do one together. David said that'll be dope. So
Well,
I
well,
guess when
well,
I get
because
off, y'all might got already got each other numbers though, right?
absolutely, absolutely
I
so.
I sure can get them to each other. I have done it before now. Yeah,
Yeah,
they was
yeah.
like, David, him and David need to get together. Dave said that'll be dope right there. So he in.
Well, that's it. Yeah, that's the end of the conversation right there. Get ready for a
I
joint with
get it.
Jred and David J. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, y'all could drop my name in there somewhere. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Hey, we'll let you do some cutting and scratching on the
Yeah,
record
yeah,
when the
yeah.
chorus roll around. You cutting and scratching.
Let me put that DJ thing on it for you, bro. Yeah, I can do
Damn
that.
right.
Oh yeah. Oh
Damn
yeah.
right. For real now. I ain't playing.
Oh yeah. So you've been moving now since 2012 in Southern Soul business.
Yep, right around
Full
2012, dog.
throttle. You came in 2012. So,
To,
bro, you've been putting it in, dog. I mean, really, too young
man,
for me. We'll be all right. Miss Grown and Sexy Soul. Is that the full title of that song? Miss Grown and Sexy Soul.
yeah, that's the full title because I had an R&B version that was called Miss Grown and Sexy, and that started doing some things for me in the UK. It's a neo soul steppers groove, but I love the lyrics so much. I said, man, I'm gonna do a Southern soul version of this Miss Grown and Sexy. So I named that one Miss Grown and Sexy Soul. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what's up. Liquor House Vibe. What
yeah,
made you go to the roots of Liquor House Vibe?
because that's where it all started with me was going to the liquor house. Period. You know what I'm saying? And like I said earlier, they call Southern Soul liquor house music in North Carolina. They call it liquor house. So I'm just describing everything I see when I go to the liquor house. Jokers shooting dice, playing cards, you know what I'm saying? Drinking, of course, up dancing. It's free to get in. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff, man. I'm just describing everything that I see and having a good time. So anybody that listen to that song and anybody that goes to the liquor house, they know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. For a seasoned artist, I always ask every artist I interview, what can you give these up and coming artists behind you? Some wisdom, because I have been noticing when we're doing these shows now, a lot of the young guns don't ask a lot of questions. So male or female, whoever you feel like talking to, what kind of inspiration or jewels you can drop for that young artist behind you that's coming through the ranks?
Well, some of the main jewels is like I was saying earlier, make sure you learn the business. This is called the music business. This ain't the music popularity group. This is the music business. Therefore, some music is going to be made and some money is going to exchange from one person's hand to the next. And if it's not exchanging to your hand, we got a problem. So learn the daggone business. Secondly, find out who you are in that studio, work on your craft, create your character and your imagery, and that's who you are, and that's who you present at all times. Do not be out here trying to do. I'm a hip hop artist. I sing. You know, come on, man. I sing country. I sing pop. I sing. Well, okay. So if your record come out, what section are they gonna put it in? What section they gonna put it under? They're gonna put it under pop because you got one pop song. They're gonna put it on the country because you got one country song. Where they gonna put it at? And then if the country people listen, go to it and click on it, and they hear that one country song and everything else is music that they don't want to hear, that's not a good look. People be thinking that well, I'm versatile. You can be versatile. Yes, you can. But you need to have something that you bring to the table that people say, I'm feeling this certain kind of way right here. I want to listen to Jred because I know Jred he's gonna talk to me about the relationship. He's gonna talk to me about how to treat a woman, what I should do, treat that woman like she's a jewel, and then explain to her that he's a man, he's not a little boy. If you're gonna be out here looking for a little boy, you at the wrong place. You know what I'm saying? Cater to your audience. Find out who your audience is and cater to that audience, no matter what's happening. Because if not, I'm telling you, you're going to be doing trail ride music and you're gonna fade out with the trail ride.
Yeah, it'll happen. It definitely will happen.
You know what I'm saying? And,
Real
and,
fast.
and again, nothing against trail ride music. I love trail ride music. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I love the new artists that's coming in here, the whole nine, man. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I'm saying, as an artist, if I did a trail ride song, it's gonna say, I met this girl, she took me to the trail ride, and now this is what I saw. Not I'm at the trail ride, I'm riding horses. I don't do that.
Yeah,
So
me either.
I'm lying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me either, cause I ain't never rode now. So
You know,
I have rode some, but yeah.
I rode one time and I'm never getting on a horse no more the rest of my life. Ever. So
I don't know, Red.
that's
I
what
ain't
I'm
gonna
saying.
say that. I ain't gonna say that. Yeah,
I am. I ain't getting
yeah,
on another horse. I can't do it, man. I had a
yeah.
crazy horse, man. That horse was going crazy. I'm pulling back on the straps. He won't stop or nothing. The joker kept running. I said, no, cause can't do that one.
For
So
sure.
But be creative too, man. Be creative. I hate listening to a song for the first time and they say one line and I already know the next line they're gonna say the rhyme with the first line. I'm like, dude, come on, man.
Oh yeah,
I hate
creativity,
that.
man. It got to be all the way in, man. It really do.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but you absolutely right. I mean, uh, uh, that play, well, the movie part. Would you be sending out? You already got your actors, and actors lined up for this thing, or are you sending out calling cards?
But
Y'all already pretty much in production, or how y'all going with that part?
for the film that we're shooting on the stage play, that one we already have the cast for that one. But for
Okay.
this 7 series that we're putting out on Tuesday, it's going to be an ongoing series. Period. Like like Young and the Restless Don't Never Stop. It's going to be basically like that. So we're going to
Okay.
have cameos from all different types of people. So anybody that's inspiring to be an actress or an actor, go to my Facebook, hit me on my DM, send over some pictures, and if you have a demo reel, send that over too. You know what I'm saying? And I'll get
Right.
that to Sham, and Sham makes her decisions, man. And we take anybody that got talent. You ain't got to have done this before, because most of the
Right.
people that's in our films and stuff, they weren't even doing that. You know?
Right. That's what I was wondering, how a new beginner, if a new beginner could come in and get a shot with what you got going on, because you got the music, you got the soundtrack, you got the plays, you got the stage plays, you got the movies. So
Mm-hmm.
like, how can somebody that's listening to us tonight be like, man, I need to get with this dude. This dude got a lot of doors opening up with stuff I want to do. Because even though you got that going on, you still gonna need promoters in the back, writers. You're
Right.
gonna need photographers. You're gonna need videographers. You're gonna need a lot of stuff. So how would they be able to get in touch with you and Miss Sham to get they shot if that's what they looking for?
All they got to do is hit us on the inbox up there on Facebook, man. Introduce yourself. Send over some photos if you want to be an actor or actresses. Send over some photos, little short bio of yourself. And if you have a demo reel, send that in as well. As far as vocalists, send over a demo of your skill set. You know what I'm saying? And the photos are so important because you know, when you're talking about being on camera and being on TV and all this right here, you need to have a look about yourself. We just keeping it real. You need to have a look about yourself. If you don't have a look about yourself, find that look. You ain't got to be Halle Berry to have a look about yourself. You can dress yourself up a certain way, you know what I'm saying? Or you can dress yourself up 5 or 6 different ways and take photos and send that in. But the biggest thing is when you get chosen and Sham sends you out a script, you need to learn that script now. You can't come to the set or come to the table read and you don't know that daggone script. It's gonna be a problem. And because we cut, it's only been 2 times where people came to the table read and they were terrible, but we still kept them. It's only been 2 times, and Sham caught it because I was like, nah, they ain't
Yeah.
ready. Sham saw something different that I didn't see, and she used them, and they turned out to be 2 of the best ones we got.
Right. Yeah, that got to be hard. So table reading, they'll have to come to Atlanta, get the table reading. What a table reading normally a week, 2 a day, or how a table reading normally go?
A table read is just for an hour or so, an hour or 2. We'll come. First of all, she'll give you a little short script that you need to learn. So when she asks you to give her that dialogue, when you get there, you need to better give that dialogue off. Then that's where we find out where you are as far as acting and knowing how to use gestures and things of that nature and your cadence when you're in front of that camera. All right. The other thing is then we all sit and read. She'll have a whole script and she'll give you this part, you that part, you that part, and everybody has to read the script. But when you reading the script at the table, now we look and see, can you even put a character together while you reading it? If you sitting there and you can't halfway read, you know what I'm saying, and you fumbling and you can't figure it, it's like, nah, we don't, because with me, Sham is more lenient than I am, but because with me, I'm like, look, me, if you can't read this thing and give me some type of excitement or come into that character a little bit while you're reading, you ain't gonna be ready. I'll tell Joker quick. No, I don't think that's gonna work. But I don't say it in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? We finish the table read, but they get a phone call from me when they riding in their car.
Oh yeah. Well, it's business, man. I don't know why people take it so personal. It's just business. I get that part. So you want the person to be able to come in and take them words off that page and bring them alive. I get it.
That part.
Yeah, that part. So what is your favorite place to perform, bro?
My favorite city to perform is Mobile. No lie. I mean, and you know I ain't blowing smoke just because you live in Mobile. That's my
Yes, sir.
favorite place to perform. Period. You know what I'm saying? My favorite venue to perform at right now is actually the City Winery, where I just was this past Friday night. Man, the show was sold out, but the venue itself is so nice, and it's an iconic venue. Every artist want to be able to say, I performed at the City Winery, or I'm a regular performer at the City Winery. That means a lot. The next place I want to get to is that House of Blues. You know, because they got House of Blues all over the country too. You know what I'm saying? So those,
Right.
but I've never performed at the House of Blues yet.
Right. Not the I didn't know the House of Blues was a chain like that. I thought they was in a couple of spots. So they pretty much a chain, huh?
Yeah, they're chained.
Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah,
Yes,
I
sir.
didn't know that. Oh yeah. How do you approach your songwriting, bro? Is it something you doing on your own, or you get in your studio and let the vibe hit? So what's the approach to all these hits we done got for the last 2012, 22, 10, 12, 14 years, man? I mean,
Yeah. Well,
yeah, what's your approach to going in? Because I see on this end, all your swing type records are what we rolling with down here. So do
right.
you are you still like in that Chicago stepping type Southern soul swing music? And then you kind of get off into your love thing. So what is the approach
Yeah, sorry about that.
to us getting from Jesse to J Red? What's your approach to this thing?
My approach, man, you know, the music just comes to me. I'll be a melody will hit me, and sometimes the words will come along with the melody. But I'll hum the melody on my phone right there on the spot. The beat, bass line, sometimes ideas for little intricate sounds or whatever. And then when I get to my studio, I'll play it back, and hey, I just start putting it together in my studio, man. Because once I hear it again, I hear everything else that I heard around it, and then I just bring it to life when I start producing it. Yeah.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Some, cause I know some of them they like lyrics. Some of them like to hear the tune first. Some of them like to hear the lows to the mids first. So I always like to ask that question, like, what draw you to that pen and paper? Is it you driving in the car and something just hit you, or
Yeah.
you watching TV and see something on there? You like, I'm finna go to the
Yeah.
studio. I'll be back.
Yeah, yeah. Everything that you just said, it
Yeah.
happens that way. It happens that way.
Yeah.
But the music, I try to make the music first, because the music is what sets the tone for the feeling. You can listen to some music, it'll make you feel like party. You listen to some music, it'll make you sad, or it'll make you, give you inspiration. And so you want the lyrics to match the spirit or the tone of the music. You know what I mean? You want it to match.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. So, do you foresee in the future of you trying to build your own film studio up that way? Or once y'all get this screenplay off the ground, are you just trying to move to the part of the music and screenplays? So where I can see Jred, the nephew, in the next 10 years.
Within the next 10 years, you're gonna see me in multiple films. You're gonna see me as um, a soundtrack, a film soundtrack producer, not just for my company, but for other major companies. You're gonna see that. You're gonna see me, of course, still as a soul blues singer, authentic soul singer, out here putting it down for the grown and sexy, like I always have and like I always will. Um, and of course, you know, with the studios and the film studios and all that, things are, with technology now, it's ways around having to have your own studio. I mean, with the people that we have, we'll go rent a space. We'll go rent like a hospital saying we'll go to a film studio and rent it for a couple of hours and get the scene shot. That way, I ain't got to worry about having to pay for the expensive light bill and all this other stuff, man. We just go in, rent it, do what we got to do. Then we got other places we can go, nightclubs and all this type of stuff, just to put the scenes together. So we pretty much doing it guerrilla style for now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know within the next 10 years or not we'll have our own film studio, but I'm not really pushing for that. You know what I'm saying? I just want to get the content done, get the content in the right people's hands, and move forward. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Well, please let the fans know how they can get the music, how you can be booked, the ones that want to be actors and actresses, how they can get in touch with Miss Sham before we leave. So get them that info for me, brother.
So as far as the music, you can go to any of your favorite digital platforms and just type in J Red with one D, the nephew. So it's the letter J, the color red, the nephew, and you'll have a catalog right in front of you. I have a very extensive catalog. You know what I'm saying? Um, when it comes to getting in contact with us for film and all of that, the easiest way is to contact me on Facebook. Contact me on Facebook. You can go to Jesse Redmond with J Red the nephew in parentheses. That's me, and you can inbox me. You can send me a friend request, but I'm over the limit with friend requests. So just message me, and then you'll get to me a lot quicker that way. And once again, like I was saying, have your photos, your bio. If you have a demo reel, have that ready and prepared to send it over so we can take a look at it. Because we're always looking for new people, man. We always looking at giving, the common person or the non-famous person a chance. Because all they ever needed was a chance. You know what I'm saying? And we still growing ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it. You can also go to Facebook and go to my one of my fan pages is just J Red Music. Go to J Red Music, check me out there. You can also go to jredthenephew.com. That's my official website. Check me out there. If you want to book me, I'm going to give you my phone number right now. This is my direct phone number, which is 252-702-5833. Once again, 252-702-5833. Give me a call. We'll make it happen, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much it.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all have thank you, brother. I greatly appreciate it. You know that.
Man,
We thank you for your time tonight. You've been an amazing friend. You know, I ride with you to the end, bro. So thank you again. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Jred, the nephew. Y'all please check out his music. He got movies on Tubi. He also do screenplays. They also write. They also looking for stars to make upcoming stars and soundtracks. And so, man, he's one guy to know if you're into this music business or trying to be an actor or actress or trying to be a stage performer, because everybody ain't good in front of the camera. Some people are excellent on that stage, and some need to stay started on that stage. Jay
yeah.
wear a multitude of hats in this business. I'm so grateful to have you on my platform. He has worked with Tara Keith, Miss Kine, Karen Wolf, Willie Hill, Theotis Huff, Theotis Easley, Miss Ming, and Sharon, and a lot. A list goes on and on and on. This guy is wear multiple hats in this business. We thank you so much, my brother. If you find a little script for a DJ, holla at your boy.
You know I got you, man. I appreciate you having me on the
Yeah,
show,
I don't
though.
need no but the little wave your hands in the air. I get it right off that. Yeah, just give me that little piece. You know, I do my thing, but man, I love you. You know, we done did good work together. I still want to bring that play to Mobile. We hadn't closed the door on that. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the great Jred, the nephew. Thank you, brother. I'll
Salute,
holler at you
King.
later. Yes,
Salute, King.
sir. Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all again for coming tonight. I greatly appreciate it. Friday night, next Friday, we'll have an all-white affair at the locale in Mobile, Alabama. It's going down major, man. It's going down major. We will do it in Mobile, Alabama. We got Carter Southern Soul Princess and TK Soul. This is a grown and sexy vibe with a grown and sexy exclusive DJ Tech, DJ Low. Miss Bambi is the host. We got two amazing artists. We're gonna have a good time. I thank y'all so much, man, for tuning in to me, this Southern Soul podcast, powered by Big Truck Entertainment. Please share, leave some comments. I do go back. Thank y'all so much again, and we will see y'all next week. Thank you. God bless. Good night.